Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 61 of the Reseller Stew. Today we are just going to talk about stuff. I thought we'd talk about summer schedules just because it's so different during the summer. I think for everyone, even if you don't have kids, you've got kind of like summer trips and things around just seem to change for some reason. Doesn't it seem like the dynamic in the stores, dynamics kind of everywhere are a little bit different during the summer, maybe because there's kids everywhere?
Right.
Get out of my stores, little kids. So, how's everybody doing this week?
Good.
Too bad.
Look at us doing a show 2 weeks in a row. That for consistency.
Woohoo.
We're adulting.
That's right.
Oh, Jenny Benny got me a mug that says, I think no adulting before coffee or something like that. It's really big too. Like you could probably put like 4 cups of coffee in it.
Nice. I like to eat soup out of that kind.
I was worried about it getting back from Chicago and my luggage like unbroken, but it made it.
Yay.
That's so cool. You got to hang out with Jenny.
She's so wonderful.
She is super sweet.
Her ears are about to catch on fire. She's like so wonderful. And her boyfriend Sam is awesome too. They're just a really great couple. And they're just so sweet. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. But so, anybody go shopping this week? You guys go shopping? Yvon?
Of course, yeah.
We have a little surprise for you later on in the show, you guys. But somebody was just talking about how Yvon can spend 4 hours in a store.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she put you on blast.
Okay. Yeah, my daughter's going to pop in and say hi to y'all. I've been bragging about her, right? About my helper that's just for free because she loves me. She comes over and helps me drafts. And she's the one that I talked about, showed me eBay years ago. So she's going to pop in and say hi.
Yeah, that's she's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's a cutie.
Yeah, I can spend a lot of time in a store too, like a lot of time, especially when I first started. That's what people, when they're new and they're like, I don't know what to buy. How do you know when something's worth something? How did you know that was worth anything? You know, it just looks so obscure or whatever. It's because I used to look up everything I put my hands on, like everything. And I could spend like 4 or 5 hours in one store just looking up everything. How long do you spend in a store, Tonya?
I'm not, I got to get in there and get out pretty much. I make my little rounds and really it honestly just depends on how much time I have. Like in the school year, I'll tend to spend more time in the store, but in the summertime, I'm usually on a strict schedule. So I'm kind of in and out pretty quick.
I think I talked about that before, about how I can spend a whole lot of time in a store, but it's kind of, I shouldn't do that. And I had tried at one point that I was going to not do that. And I was going to do like this experiment where I only spent a certain amount of time in a store and then I just kind of moved on. But it's so hard for me to break away.
Yeah.
But the thing is like typically I find all my good stuff in the first 20, 25 minutes. And after that, I'm just kind of like, oh, maybe this is worth something. Oh, maybe that's worth something. Yeah, and I really just should leave. Yeah, I should just leave.
That's your pecking for profits you talk about.
Pecking for profits. I used to talk about, like 2 years ago? Yeah, well, since my business model is kind of changing back to what it used to be after this move. I'm really excited about kind of just getting back into my normal flow of life because I really let things get disrupted over the last year. So I'm kind of excited just to kind of get back to where I go into the store and I focus on these particular areas. And then if I happen to see something somewhere else, like I peruse everything, but I'm not spending a ton of time in these other areas, and right. That really worked for me. And I don't know why I changed it. I got all up in my feelings. I think, how do y'all feel about that? Like, I think a lot of people get all up in their feelings about their business and, and then, I don't know, they go astray. Go astray, like they go away from what they were really doing and what was really working for them because, oh, I'm bored, or maybe I should get into a different area of business. And
well, you do get bored. I mean, like I get burnout on selling the same stuff all the time. Like, I used to be into books really heavily, and and now I'm more into the jewelry, and you know, but I'm still selling books and making money with it. But it's just fun to maybe focus on different things. I'm saying the opposite thing of what you said.
Yeah, you're like, I want to buy all the things.
I'm like, oh, look, squirrel.
I guess it's easier, like, whenever you have a niche market, kind of like you, Yvonne, where, I mean, you're just doing clothes, and it's mostly women's clothes, correct?
Yeah, but then again, I kind of did, it's kind of a combination of what both you girls are saying, because I just the other day, I was like, Tonya, look at all this jewelry I bought. And of course, they're not, I'll probably just use them to decorate something. They're not worthy. But like Tonya counseled me, she said, hey, at least you're stepping out, you're learning something new, keeping it fresh. You know, I learned something new already. So it's not really a dud, but it's not a home run, but I learned something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I don't touch the jewelry. Tonya's not going to make me. I say this now, and then like 2 months from now, I'm going to be like, look at all this jewelry I bought.
Yeah, check out this jewelry jar I got.
I only seen like one time here in Austin that there was like jewelry, and it was in bags. They had it like in the bags at a thrift store that no longer exists anymore. It went out of business, which is weird. Well, they closed it. It was our only family thrift center or whatever, the one that you have in Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they closed that, and it was here forever. I wonder if maybe the rent in that area of town just got too expensive. They might be bulldozing that entire shopping center and putting the condos.
Yeah, you never know.
Seems like everything in Austin becomes condos.
That's because everybody wants to live in Austin.
Go away. I'm leaving. Like, I'm moving outside of Austin. So, but yeah, no. The move's going okay. I started moving. You can see I moved this stuff back here yesterday. And the minute I moved it out onto the trailer, it started lightning and thundering.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, oh. So I got a tarp on there before it started raining. Just before it started raining, I got a tarp on it, and it lasted. It did well. So nothing got ruined.
Thank goodness for that.
I know. That would have been awful. Because all the stuff that was in here was stuff that needed to be listed, that was like new goodies I had just bought like in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So that would have been really sucky for it to go away. But what did you pick up, Yvonne? You said you went shopping. What did you pick up while you were out?
I did. I picked up, some good name brand clothes. I've got an exclusively Missouk with new tags for $5.99. That was a great score. Some of it I've already listed. Hannah helped me list it, and then we already sold it. So pretty awesome. I'll point out some highlights when we get to that part. I had a couple pretty epic sales. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, we can talk about yours because I had none because my store's on vacation.
I saw that. There's still nothing in it. Yeah, I saw that.
No, it's on vacation, and it's going to be on vacation until for another 3 weeks, because I'm just not ready to get. I can't do anything right now. Like, we're moving everything. I moved everything that was outside in the shed that I wanted to take with me. I moved all of my listed inventory that was on the patio. All of that got moved to the storage unit that I rented. And so, I don't know. And then all of this stuff in here, half of it's going to go into my new office, and then the other part, I guess, will go into the storage unit. I don't know. It's going to be weird. I got to get it all organized because I feel like it's my opportunity to start over. But then I took all this crap with me. I'm like, I should have just left it all, you know?
That's Deb's favorite thing. Start over. Reorganize.
Just start over. You know, I've done that my whole life. That's why, like, back when I was young, like 17, 18, 19, I was like a total mess. And I moved like 8 times in like 2 years. Because I was like, I just got to start over. I got to start over, which meant like whole location and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I was trying to read the chat real quick.
I'm over here chatting it up. Sorry, but I'm listening.
What about you, Tonya? Did you go shopping? Of course. Did you go out sale?
Yeah, hit some garage sales, and then Yeah, I did some thrifting. Yeah. I got the bracelet. Of course, if we're friends or if you're in some groups, you might have seen it. So it's a 10K gold 14. Did I say 14? No, 10 karat gold bracelet. And I picked it up for $2, and I'm probably gonna get at least $150 for it when I take it to my jeweler. So I'm super excited about that. Oh my God, I'm always super excited. I need to stop saying that. What else did I get?
You're like the most super excited person I've ever met.
I am. I get so excited about stuff. I can't help it.
I'm super excited.
Super excited. Yeah. And then I got this really cute little pelican. It's gold tone. It's by Jerry's, but there's none like him anywhere. I've looked on eBay and Etsy. So I don't know. I might list him a little bit high. We'll see. So
listing a little bit high for Tonya is like $399. Well, other people's like, I might list a little high at like $29. Tanya's like, $249.
I've learned a lot from her though. Like I've been upping my prices on things, and it's working.
Good.
Let's see. Oh, what was I gonna say? I had a thought, and then I read something in the chat, and then my thought went away. Talk about Lonnie.
Oh yeah.
Talk about that same topic, because we're talking about like asking crazy prices for stuff that you.
So
yeah.
Oh, I hope I'm not ruining it for you, Lonnie. I hope you weren't planning some big thing. But anyway, so what does he say? Okay, so Lonnie sold Cuddles.
The creepy clown.
Right? So he picked him up for $1, and he got a best offer this morning for $100. I was so happy for him.
I was trying to ask her if he put the haunted in there, because I told him, I said, say that it's haunted. You need to say that it's haunted and price it high.
Pretty sure he did. And if you guys don't follow Lonnie, he is Garage Flips there in the chat. You can see him there and sub to him.
I'm gonna look it up. Is it Cuddles with a C or Cuddles with a K?
Oh gosh, I think was it a K, Lonnie?
It's like Cuddles with a K for killing.
Oh my gosh.
I don't see when that high.
He says he did use haunted, Deb.
He did?
Yeah, okay. With a K.
That's so great. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, the Cuddles is in the title.
Oh, Cuddles not in the title. Well, I'm not going to find it. So it's just going to be Haunted Clown.
Yeah, type in Haunted Clown and then sort sold highest to lowest.
Okay, Haunted Clown. That should bring up an interesting group of search results.
I'm going to be scared.
Oh my God, look at that. Jack in a Box.
Let's see. Pull it up.
Hang on. Let me share. Look at this Haunted Clown.
Oh my goodness.
Holy cow. You know how scared you could make a kid?
A kid? You could scare me with that. Please.
Look at this thing.
No, just no.
Here you go, Billy. I got you a toy. Ugh, creepy clowns.
Put it under the bed with just the head sticking out.
Oh no.
We just lost half of our audience over creepy clowns.
There's Lonnie's.
Yeah, I see it. I was going to see what else there was. Oh my God, look at this Raggedy Ann face. What did they do? Just burn a doll?
Oh, that poor doll.
Ooh, it's got a person in it.
What are you talking about?
Do you see the little burn thing and there's like a person right there?
Oh my God, I see it.
Oh, creepy. Oh, okay. All right.
We should do a whole show on haunted stuff on eBay. That'd be so much fun.
I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you, Tonya. I'll do the haunted show.
Yeah, we should totally do that, like in October. Ooh.
Okay, here's Lonnie's. I'm playing off of Lonnie because I've got nothing to talk about what I sold.
Oh my gosh, and he takes really good pictures too. I like how he took a picture in the dark.
Yeah, because it glows at you like, I'm gonna kill you.
While you're sleeping.
While you're sleeping. That's creepy. Okay. We gotta get off the clowns. Foxtail 4 says, yes, do the creepy show.
We're totally going to do it. That'd be so much fun. And it's so funny that we're talking about this because last night we had to go to the storage unit to get something I sold. And as soon as you open my unit, those two like real life looking dolls I have are sitting up on a shelf. And I was thinking in my head, oh my God, if we ever open this and those dolls were in a different place, that would be it.
You just set it on fire. Just set it on fire. The whole unit.
Oh my goodness.
That's so great. I did actually go shopping. I picked up, I stopped by, I forgot all about it. I stopped by the thrift store that's in the new town that I'm moving to. I'm moving to Lockhart, which is right outside of Austin, like 25 miles away. And there's one thrift store there that's, okay, so it's called Upscale Resell, and everybody on my Instagram kept putting, was it upscale? Because it totally doesn't look upscale, you know? And it really isn't. Okay, so I walked around there and like everything was just really overpriced, like super, like there was no money to be made in that store, really, for like the typical reseller. You know, it was just awfully overpriced. However, I did walk around the corner and I was like, oh, hello, my lovely. And I hadn't seen one of these in a long time, probably a couple years, but let me share. I found a MediRub massager for 15 bucks. And these are really good for like diabetics and stuff. I sold one before for, it was right about 100 bucks, 125 bucks. And they're really heavy to ship. So if you look at these prices, that's going to include, I bet you, hang on, I bet you these are like high price. Watch, I'm going to click on this, be like 10 bucks. Yep, that one says 11. Oh, that's because it was in Texas. Let's see. Wonder what they put on theirs.
I want one of those.
Not bad. I was assuming that the shipping was going to be super high because people like, I don't know, for some reason I look at stuff and it's like, oh, it's $40 in shipping. Here's one for $109. This is what I have, but I bought for $15. I had bought one before at Goodwill, which Suzanne Wells, when I was an admin in her group many years ago, probably 4 years ago, I had found one at the Goodwill for like, I don't know, $6.99, and it was missing one of the little feet. And if you contact the company, they'll send you another little foot for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jenny says, I bought one of those at a fair years ago. I think I paid like $200 for it.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, Robin's in the chat. Hi, Robin.
Excuse me.
Robin has been out because it's summer and she's got her 2 kiddos, but yeah, she's just been being hustle mom mode for real, so she hasn't been able to make the show,
Which ties into one of our topics, so that's a good point.
Summer schedules. Lonnie was asking, do you see those massagers often? No, I haven't seen one since I didn't finish what I was saying. My brain went when I was in Suzanne's group. I found it, and then she did, I think, put it in her like BOLO list of things. And recently, I think she found one like in the past like 6 months, and had it posted over in her thing. So yeah, it was a BOLO. Prices seem to have gone down though by like 20 or 30 bucks. I wonder why. Maybe they came out with a new model.
Yeah.
Yeah, never know. But I always look out for those like medical looking things. Like that massager doesn't look like the Dr. Scholl's, you know, one, or the Homedics one.
Yeah.
That it's more of a medical looking device, and yeah, it's for
something you'd see in the doctor's office.
Exactly. Like something they would recommend, like, you need to buy this. It might be covered by insurance, but it never is.
Yeah.
Let's see. But that's the only thing I bought, because that's the only shopping I did, because it's stupid for me to go sourcing and I'm moving. So I just wanted to check out the little store, which was kind of disappointing.
You think you're going to be shopping there, or you think you're just going to?
I don't think so. It might be one of those things that I just drop in on, but when I go sourcing, it's going to be trip to Austin. So that kind of ties back into what we were talking about me spending less time in stores, because I'd like to hit more stores while I'm in town. Like I'd like to hit at least like six stores.
Ooh, yeah, you're going to have to be efficient.
Yeah, I can't spend a bunch of time in the stores. But I just find better stuff. I just find better stuff when I'm just like kind of in and out. Like when I know I have a certain amount of time and I'm going to look here, 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 and here. And then I find things and leave.
Yeah, you have to set your timer every time you get to the store for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe I should document that.
Yeah, that'd be a good video.
I never do. I always say that. I'm like, I should film this, and then I don't. Okay, so let's get to our sales. Let's see. I didn't have any. I lived vicariously through Lonnie's creepy doll. Let's go with Tonya. All right, Tonya. Big sales of the week.
So here's a book. I think I paid $2 for this at Goodwill, and I got a best offer for $29.99. So that was good.
I still don't know how you pick out books. I don't understand.
I scan them.
But there's so many of them.
Well, you know, I look for the color of the week, the new stuff coming out, and if they're in like new condition, always good to scan those. This pegboard here I picked up for I think $1, $2 at the most at a garage sale, and I got a best offer I think for like $25, and I countered back $39.99, and they took it. So it's going to be shipped off to Hawaii today.
This makes me crazy because I had one of these for Maria, this exact one. She used to hang her belts and stuff on it. I don't understand how these actually work well, because it's not like you can really use these top knobs. Like, what are they used for? Like, what are you supposed to put on their bracelets?
Yeah, it could be used for jewelry or hats.
Yeah, or, I don't know, hair bands.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Scrunchies on. I never understood that, because you could only really use the bottoms and then like the second row, and then it wasn't like you could put hats or anything on them. Like, I don't understand what they're used for.
Just a catch-all for everything, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna look, because I had one of these and I got rid of it, and I should have kept it. Did I spell accordion wrong? I spelled accordion wrong. Yeah. There we go. Look at those ones they have for 115 bucks.
Let's see the ones that sold. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Tanya's like, yeah, give me the goods.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, look at this one with 75 pegs. What would you put on the... Okay, it says jewelry holder. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
They all say jewelry.
I should have done that.
I think the bigger ones, the more complex ones, are for smaller items, jewelry, scarves, and then like the double row are just mugs, usually what we
Look at these. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's cool.
Yes. I see them all the time in the thrift stores.
Somebody put key holder. Like, how many keys do you have?
If you're a locksmith, right?
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'll never pass by these again. These big ones. That's nuts. Look, even the little ones with just the... Okay, well, learned something new today.
Yeah.
All right, Yvonne, I got your stuff up here. What are we talking about? Ooh, look at those shorts.
Yeah, so part of what I got last week for shopping, I just sold that St. John this morning, so yay for that.
Yay.
I sold that loudmouth shorts, and then there's a better pair, the nudie pinup girls.
This one, yes. I would have not have passed these up.
Definitely not, whether they were loudmouth or not, right?
Right.
Bonus.
They could have been, you know, Morona for all I cared. They would
right.
Fine.
That was so. If you are, most of us probably already know loudmouth golf clothes for men and women, not just shorts. But if you don't, maybe write that down and do a little research, because it's an instant sale. I promise you won't go wrong.
There's a little LM on the butt.
Yeah, and then on the inside, you know, it says loudmouth all over it.
I actually do purposely look for these when I walk down the aisles heading to the back of the stores to look at appliances. I'll pass through the men's short section just because it's so easy to kind of spot them.
Right.
Yeah. I love those.
I mean, because they're so bright. I mean, you can't miss them. Look at them.
Yeah, and they sell really well in the women's department too, more so in the men's, but the women's will sell as well. The shirts will sell, the pants for even more. There's Loudmouth Nation, hashtag Loudmouth Nation. So it's a whole subculture of its own for the hip hop people. And I too, so I kind of like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I have a tip. If you're gonna look for these, make sure to look in the swim trunk section too, because they have those designs that make the store people think that they're swim trunks.
I agree. Totally.
Yeah, even though they're not even like made of the same material or anything, they have that look with their color schemes that they're swim trunks.
Yeah, I would totally rock those if I was a guy.
So you would rock these anyway, Tonya. We know.
I might like with a black shirt, wanting some black sandals, maybe.
They have some really cool patterns. So if we have time, there's two things I'd like to talk about. The IntelliSkin, Deb, because I don't think I've ever talked about IntelliSkin.
What's that?
I probably haven't wanted to, but let's go ahead and do that. There are some things I'm like, I'm not going to tell the thrift store. I'm not going to say anything out loud where the thrift stores can find it. Yeah, but that. So they usually put those in with the workout wear, but those are a little special. You can get good money. That's about the 4th or 5th one I've sold. They're compression. They look like they're real tiny, and we hate tiny stuff, right? And they look like they're not really going to be worth more than $10 or $12, but because they're IntelliSkin, it's for really high-end sports people, athletes, because high compression. So that's how I got $58 for that little tiny, nothing of a workout shirt.
Wow.
So that's, athleisure is kind of one of my main grooves. So I'll go ahead and spill one of my secrets of IntelliSkin for those of you that aren't hip to it.
Yeah, compression wear is super expensive. When I used to, like when I was doing like races and stuff, because I used to jog, and buying compression wear is like so expensive, especially if it's plus size compression wear. Mm-hmm. It's like the bras alone are $80.
So like even like in the medical department kind of leaning, even that stuff is good and sells well. So another black halo dress, yay, so fun. But I wanted to talk about the cross colors, even though I've already like went on and on about it on Instagram and on Thrifty Business Show. But for anyone who hasn't, I kind of like to talk about that real quick because I'm kind of proud of that. Did you find that the cross colors?
I got it up.
Oh, okay, so that's a cross colors. I paid $250. I got $95 for it.
Wow.
You haven't seen me talk about that yet. That's from the 90s, of course, and it's going to a guy who actually used to work for Cross Colors. He was part of the research and design team back in the day. So I think he was curating it for himself or maybe for something else. But so Cross Colors, and that was not in great shape either. So that is faded. Yeah. A bolo, and you won't find very many of them. But if you do, just go ahead and get it. No matter what the condition, I mean, don't pay too much, but no matter what the condition. So if you're interested, you can go to my store and kind of look that up and see the recent solds from other people.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yes. And can I just say, your first picture, it's a really good idea. I might experiment with that. So how you put kind of a lot of the pictures together there for the first one?
Collage.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a while, and a lot of other people are trying it too and giving good feedback about it. I feel like it says, hey, I've got great pictures. Like I said on, the other day on the show, like, come on in my listing, come on in my store, look around.
Right. Yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah, I think I use collage photos for like my variation listings, and I just think they do better than other photos. Like they stand out in the search. So yeah.
When 90% of us are using collages, I may go on to something else. I don't know, but for now, I'm still in the minority. And your iPhone, right, Tonya?
Yeah.
So there are several apps. I personally use Photo R Us, F-O-T-O, Photo R Us, but there are plenty of apps for you to choose from.
I think I use Instacollage.
Hey, there's Jeannie.
Thank you, Deb. That's my good stuff for this week.
You had great stuff. I haven't sold anything in 2 weeks.
Well, you got nothing for sale.
I got nothing for sale.
You bought a house. What else do we want you to do this month? You bought a house.
Yeah, I can't wait to get all moved in. I have never wanted so badly to take pictures and just list and be normal. Like, my life feels unnormal to me. It's really weird. I haven't even been coming into my office. I've been spending a lot of time just over there just because what am I going to do in here? Like, sit here and scroll Facebook? You know, I got nothing. So, but did you want to bring in your...
Oh, yeah, let me text her one in.
Miss Hannah Charday.
I'll have her come in just a second. Let me text her.
I love that name.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Hang on. Hannah? Oh, she's here, you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Got some cake. Okay, so this is my daughter that I talk about when I've just shown the back of her head as she's at my computer helping me draft. She's a sweetie, and you guys do not know how epic this is. That she doesn't even do Facebook or Instagram. Like, I don't even know what is happening today. Like, but here she is.
Miss Hannah.
Hello.
Hello.
But I would rather not. So I'll just look at you guys.
Now, Yvon always says that you got her into eBay. How did that happen? What were you doing with eBay?
That was probably, when I was like 16, so quite a while ago. Just like car parts.
You were doing car parts when you were 16?
Yeah, I had a Honda Civic. I have a thing about Honda Civics since I was 15. So yeah, I would just find aftermarket parts on eBay, and
She's a guy's girl, huh? She doesn't like to shop, right?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she was back in the day. She was a lead foot too.
What does that mean? A fast driver?
Yes.
Yeah, I did have a red license.
Yeah, since she outed me, she had a red license by the time she was 16 and a half. For speaking.
So you decided that you've been helping your mom do listings, you said? Because Hannah doesn't like to shop. And Yvonne's not going to hold her hostage in the store. So, so what are you doing? The listings, or you're drafting, or photos, or?
Yeah, I'm definitely in the background. I make her drafts, do some research on comparison prices, and definitely stay in the background. So.
And she does it all for free.
Yes.
That's amazing. That is so sweet of you to help your mom like that.
So do you have any plans of doing like an eBay store yourself or anything, or do you still do that?
To be honest, probably not. It's probably not going to be a path I go down. But I will certainly help my mom. That's my ability. But I don't enjoy shopping, so it's just not a good career path.
So is it any shopping, or is it just not thrift shopping?
It's pretty much any shopping. I like to get my clothing online. I can't say it's a generational thing because I have no idea. But for me personally, I do not enjoy going shopping.
Lonnie wants to know if you also play poker. Do you play poker as well?
I do. I'm not very good. But yes, I can hold my own for a couple of rounds.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's good enough.
So are you married?
Tonya.
What? I was just thinking, let me tell you my thought process.
I'll be honest, we're separated, but yes, I'm technically married.
Well, I thought you were so young that you probably weren't even married yet. And my thought process was, in my head, I was thinking, well, someday she's going to have a happy husband, right? Because she doesn't even like to shop. That's all I meant.
Well, I like to shop, just online.
Okay.
She's like, I got the delivery man in my pocket.
Right.
Like,
I like it. I like it all. You know, I'll do it in person. I'll do it online. You know, shopping.
well, it was really a pleasure to meet you, Hannah. Thank you so much for helping your mom. I know she's been working with a lot of things, especially with the selling of the house and stuff like that. So thanks for being there for her. That's so awesome of you to do that.
All
You're
right,
so
nice to
sweet.
meet you guys.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Go back to my cake here.
Oh, thanks, Hannah. Yep.
That was so sweet. She's so
One of my
sweet.
baby girls. Yeah, she's different. Like there's a lot of things we have in common, but there's some things we are like polar opposites. And you know that, like her story just goes to prove, even though she sees how easy it is. Okay, easy is I'm using it loosely.
It's so easy.
Yeah, some people we can talk to her blue in the face. They do not care. They are not interested.
Well, that's why whenever people said like, I know there's a lot of people that don't want to hire someone to help them because they feel like, oh, I'm going to teach them how to do it and then they're just going to leave and they're going to do it themselves. And it's like when I had Patrick here, Patrick had no interest at all because I actually told him, I said, oh, this is a great opportunity for you because you'll learn how to do it. And then later on, you know, you'll know how and you can kind of make money doing that. And he's like, I don't want to do that. He just wanted to do the work that was here, get paid his $10 an hour, and that was it. He had no interest at all in running any type of business or even doing it part-time or anything. And I think a lot of people just assume that you're going to train someone and they're just going to run off with all your information.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Yvon?
Not always the case. Like Patrick was perfect. Hannah, she would be perfect. I mean, she makes more money doing what she's doing than I could ever pay her, but it's cool that she helps me.
Yeah.
She'd be the perfect employee, wouldn't she?
Yeah. But no, yeah, people, not everybody has aspirations to run a business. They just want to make their money and go on about their life.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. I didn't mean to make her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, sorry. I got a little carried away there. I was like,
Tony's like, do you have kids? Are you married? What do you do for work? What do you do for fun?
Well, luckily she's come to terms with, you know, what's going on. So.
Oh, girl.
Well, she is just beautiful. And when she's ready, I'm sure she's not going to have any problems at all finding another man.
Yeah, when she's ready. I would like grandkids someday. We've got 2 daughters, so they're both gorgeous, and we'll probably get grandkids someday.
Yeah, somebody in the chat, I think it was Sharking Moms, was saying that you guys have the same voice.
We do?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I know she's tall. She's not as tall as I am, but she's a tall girl too. You can kind of tell we're mother and daughter for sure, but we have, like, again, you saw some of the differences, you know, of the spectrum of personality. You know, we don't have the same hobbies, and she'll last 5 minutes in a thrift store. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for letting us say hi, because you guys don't even know, like, you don't even know how weird that was. So thanks. That was cool.
Yeah. You're like, I had a moment. Yay. That was so sweet. Okay, so what do we want to talk about now? If you have any questions in the chat, make sure to just go ahead and ask your questions. We'll just go ahead and get to them. I mean, we had a topic, but we weren't really, that was just a topic I threw out there, which tends to be what we normally do. But, yeah, my life is just centered around moving right now. I just want to go. You have lived in your same house for a long time, right, Tonya?
Yeah, we've actually been here since February of 2000.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yvon, you just moved all your dad's stuff. But
well, we just brought a few things. The rest of it's just going with the property, all his farm equipment and things like that. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he can't really use it, but there's some high-end stuff up there that actually I would try to sell some of the high-end equipment, but this is the problem. There is no cell phone service up there. So I don't know how to protect myself collecting money, being up there. Like, I don't know how to do that, and it not be a hassle. It's a 2-hour drive up the mountain. There's no cell phone service. So I'm like, I'm just gonna let it all
we
go
don't need
together.
to like robbed and missing. Yeah.
Or drive up there and nobody shows up. So I'm not about to do that.
That would be really frightening. Yeah, you're right. That would be hard to deal with.
So it's all going together, and the new owners can use the equipment to keep it maintained.
That's a good idea. Have you lived in your house now for a long time?
We rent because we don't really know what we want to do, because like we're living on the edge of the city. Like Steve could practically walk to work, and he likes that, and I'm like, I could walk to the post office and the Goodwill, my favorite one. But we would like, like most people, when you retire, you kind of want to move out a little ways, not too far. So we've just been renting, and it's funny. Just last night, he goes, I guess we better buy this because it's, it's more financially smart.
Where you're living now?
Yeah, where we're living now, and it is nice. It's a four bedroom, 2.5 car garage, so that's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
And on a cul-de-sac. Now it is an older house. 70s, late 70s, but the 4 bedrooms. See, I get 2 of them from my eBay. I love that. So,
4-bedroom houses are hard to find. I was actually just having that discussion. I was like, I don't know what people do that have like 3 kids. I mean, I guess the 2 kids have to bunk together, because there's not a lot of 4-bedroom houses around here.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think we're going to go ahead and try to buy it, because prices, the bottom already hit. Everything's going back up now. So I think we're going to go ahead and buy it. And then, because Steve probably won't retire for another 15 years, right? So we'll move in to our dream house, out in the country a little bit.
Right. Well, what kind of street do you live on?
A cul-de-sac, one of those little...
cul-de-sac. That's so cute how you say that.
What are they?
I call it a cul-de-sac, but you call it a cul-de-sac.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's a big plus, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah. We bought our house. It's not our dream house by any means. But we plan on probably in the next 10 years buying some property and building a house over there. That's what Mother wants. He wants horses. And he wants cows. So I'm like, you can go visit my dad's cows. like my dad's cows. Boomer, go away.
Yeah, what is he doing?
He's like playing the drum over here. Reseller Mom wants to know if we have any summer tips for garage sales, prepping for Q4, Halloween, and a local game. She had 6 questions in one.
A local? What is that?
Your local sales game, like selling on Craigslist or OfferUp or whatever.
Oh gosh.
You don't do any of that, right, Yvon? Do you garage sale?
We've talked about this, only if it's a community. I'm not about the stop and go.
I didn't think so. And you don't do anything really locally either. That would be weird for clothes.
Not too much. I tinker around with putting the word out that I'll take consignment of high-end merchandise, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't made a full decision if I want to do that. That sounds like a lot of extra paperwork.
Yeah, I would just outright buy it. Yeah.
We have an echo.
Is it me?
Testing 1 2 3.
Yeah, I don't know. It just came out of nowhere.
I'm more excited about the wholesale angle that I'm getting ready to do. I'm more excited about that, and I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Yeah.
For clothing?
Yes.
Treasure Tracker says, I want to. He didn't even say that. Or she. How much time would you invest in cleaning, repairing clothing or shoes to resell? Like less than a minute.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
About 5 minutes. I've done it. I mean, I had to fix that black halo dress, but hey, we're talking about $7.99 into $85.
Yeah, that's different. And also, you know how to do it.
Right.
Like, I don't know how to. I used to get in that mistake with like stuffed animals that had like a hole, and I'm like, oh, I'll just patch it. And it's like, I suck at that. Like it's gonna look awful. I used to spend way too much time doing shoes where I was cleaning them and polishing them and getting scuffs out of them. And now it's like, I don't even buy them. Like I don't have time to do that anymore. I used to do it a lot. Now I might rub it down with some, polish and see, but I stopped just buying things that I needed to repair.
Yeah.
unless it's big money, all I'm doing is cleaning the soles and a little shine on the top. Unless it's going to be something that's over, $80, $100.
Right. I mean, typically shoes are like, I mean, they're $30, $40, and it's like, I'm not going to invest a ton of time into that, so I just leave them.
Yeah, unless you want to list it in the well-worn category.
There goes Tonya again.
The only shoes that I did any real maintenance to was I had bought those boots, those that had that flower embroidery on them, and they were in like perfect condition, but their tips of the heels were messed up. And so I did take those and get the tips replaced. I don't think it was worth my time and money to even do that, even though it was a really small, insignificant thing to do, because all I had to do was drop it off over at the thing. They replaced the tips. It was $12, and I got them back. But they didn't sell for nearly the amount of money that I thought they were going to, and they ended up like going on best offer at some point, where I profited, but it just wasn't worth investing more money into them.
Right.
But to be sensitive, though, I guess we should probably say to be sensitive that if your sourcing is limited and that's what you have to deal with and you're happy with your profit and a little bit of cleaning time while you're watching a movie or something, then we understand, definitely.
Yeah, I stopped. It's just like with parts and stuff. I used to just buy any machine, as long as I knew it was going to make me money, I would just buy it regardless of the condition, because I was like, I can just clean it up. And now it's like, no, that's got too much. I'm not even going to bother with that, where I used to spend more time, because I think I have more sourcing opportunities to be able to go, I'll find another one somewhere else, that doesn't need all of this, prepping.
Yeah.
That, and I found out that dirty stuff got my backdrop dirty, like because I was using the same table.
Yeah, that's true.
And I would forget to like move my backdrop or move things, and then like back then when I was using like poster boards and stuff, I was like constantly changing the poster boards, and then I started using like a cloth, and then the cloth was getting dirty, and I was always having to wash it, and so. But anyway.
It's kind of a hard call because, like, I live in a town that has 7 Goodwills, 5 Arcs, and like Savers, and then 25 more independent charity. Like, I'm flush with choices, so it's kind of a hard call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading something in the chat. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It would be hard. Like if I lived in that one town that I live in now, and I had a discussion about this the other day, where we're moving to, and I only had that one store, and Austin was not a half hour away, and it was 2 hours away. I would have to change up my sourcing game. I think I would go more into like trying to do local sourcing, trying to find local people to get things from, doing more of that, of harvesting my environment as opposed to just going to the thrift stores. I don't know. It would definitely be different because I couldn't source out of that one store. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I would have to go a totally different route. It'd be interesting though. Yeah. Do we have any other questions or anything before we close out for the day? We just got a couple minutes left. And
yeah, how do you change your schedule for summer?
How do you change your schedule for summer, Tonya? Because I don't really change my schedule a whole lot. Maria is very easy to.
Right. During the summertime, really, I'm working a lot more off of my death piles because I'm not hitting up the thrift stores every single morning like I do during the school year. So yeah, I work off my death piles a little bit more, and I still have to take my daughter everywhere I go with me. She's only 9, so and she doesn't really, always want to stay home with her brother. He's 14. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
But they get along so well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No.
I mean, you're gonna come home one day. They'll just be sitting there crafting together. It'd be beautiful.
Yeah. Poor Deb, when she stayed with us, she was like, I got to get out of here. I just got to go.
I was like, I'll be back. I'm going to the store.
The store. We're gone for like 30 minutes. I just need an effing break, okay?
I'm sorry.
Your kids are crazy. Help me.
Tonya's calling me out. I'm sorry. She's like, I didn't know if you were going to come back.
I was like, Dad, where'd you go?
I'm sorry. That made me feel so bad. I'm sorry. There's something that I do change about my summer schedule because I do have Maria. Is that I try to do more things at locations where I have Wi-Fi and I can take my laptop.
Yeah, that's
so that way. Yeah, so I do a trampoline places, any type of kids activity. Like we have a place called Austin Park and Pizza, and they have like go-karts and stuff like this, and you pay $20 and it's like all day. And so I'll set up shop there. I was looking yesterday about what the season passes were for this kind of like this area that they have like a little water slides, and they've got go-karts and got some all-day video games, and you can pay $65 to get a season pass that runs from March through October.
Wow.
You can go every day if you wanted to, and they have Wi-Fi, and you can sit there, and it's all enclosed, so you kind of don't worry about your kid disappearing because they have all the little check mark stuff that they don't just let people leave,
Right.
with your kid. So yeah, so I was looking into that, and I was like, oh, well, she could go do that a couple times, this summer, and that way she's not just bored while I'm sitting here.
That's such a good idea. And I can even pack, 10 pieces of jewelry in my purse with me and have like a little ruler. I can just list jewelry while they're playing at the Jumping World or something.
Well, yeah, and it's just like that box I told you that I got, that box. And I've actually been using that because I was being lazy and I didn't want to like clean off my table that had my backdrop, because that's my backdrop right there that pulls down.
Right.
But that means I need to clean the table off to pull it down and put on it. And I was just using that little box to take pictures in, and you can do that mobily.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna have to do that.
So, well, thank you, Yvonne, for getting us on topic.
Yes.
You're welcome. I just didn't want to forget it. Thank y'all. Congratulations. I can tell you, for me, I don't have small, school-age children at home, but something does change. I tend to try to get up a little bit earlier while it's still cool out, right? And I tend to not get as much work done on the weekends. More outdoor activities and fam time on the weekends during the spring and summer.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's just so hot. It's ridiculous. I can't even deal with it right now. I'm dying. That's why all of my pictures on Instagram, I'm like sweating. And I'm like hashtag I smell. It's just like
hashtag Texas heat.
I'm like, it's been okay the last couple of days because of this storm or whatever that's been slowly coming in. It's been in like the upper 80s. It hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, it's like been like that here too. We have rain in the forecast all week.
Julie in the chat was mentioning that there's nationwide Kids Bowl free summer programs, which we do have locally here as well. That the kids can bowl 2 games, buy them shoes at the thrift store, bowling shoes, because then you don't have to rent them. And also they have kids skate free, if you look that up, and it's nationwide. If you have a skating rink, a lot of times the local skating rinks participate in it, and it's like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays they can skate for free for like 6 hours. So, but anyway, all right, ladies, we're gonna go ahead and close out for the day. I have got to finish moving my office junk, and I don't want to, and nobody wants to come and help me. I keep offering them beer and tacos and
tacos.
They're just
like, I'd be there.
And they're just like, no. So everybody wants to be your friend when you want to go thrifting with them, but when you ask them to help you move, then all of a sudden you ain't got no friends no more. All right, guys, I hope I didn't miss anything in the chat. It kind of scrolled up quick on me while I was babbling. So thank you guys for joining us today and listening to us talk to each other. We love you guys. Y'all are so wonderful. And we will see you again next time.
Bye, you
Bye.
guys. It was fun.
Bye.
Thanks.